Today we are in Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan and one of the oldest cities in Central Asia. Historical mosques, lively bazaars, modern districts and spacious green zones. Tashkent has many different sites. Come along and let's explore the city with us.
Tashkent is the capital of Uzbekistan and the largest city in Central Asia, located in the northeastern part of the country, near the border with Kazakhstan. Today, more than 3 million people live here, making it not only Uzbekistan's political and economic center, but also one of the region's biggest cultural hubs. This city has been around for a very long time. Historians estimate that Tashkent is more than 2,000 years old. Over centuries, it was known by different names: Chach, Shash, and later Binkent, before eventually becoming Tashkent, a name many scholars translate as Stone City. Because of its location along the Silk Road, merchants, travelers, scholars, and conquerors all passed through here. Modern Tashkent looks broad, green, and surprisingly spacious for a city this old for one major reason: the devastating earthquake of April 26 in 1966. Much of the city was destroyed in just minutes. What followed was one of the Soviet Union's largest reconstruction projects, with architects, engineers, and workers arriving from across the Union to rebuild the capital. That rebuilding reshaped Tashkent into the city we see today, full of wide boulevards, monumental public spaces, and modernist architecture that UNESCO now considers historically significant in its own right.
We begin our journey in one of Tashkent's most important historical and spiritual landmarks, the Hazrati Imam complex, also known as Hazrati Imam. The ensemble, which is located in the old part of the city, grew around the burial place of Abu Bakr Kafal Shashi, a respected scholar and one of the earliest imams of Tashkent.
Located in the heart of Tashkent's old city, the Hazrati Imam complex offers a striking contrast to the Uzbek capital's modern skyline. With its turquoise domes, tile work, and peaceful courtyards, the complex remains one of the city's most important cultural and religious landmarks. For centuries, the complex served as one of the region's most important centers of Islamic learning and worship. Today, its collection of mosques, madrasas, and mausoleums offers visitors a glimpse into Uzbekistan's rich religious and cultural heritage. In the courtyards, artisans still sell handmade ceramics, wood carvings, jewelry, and colorful ikat textiles, while visitors and worshippers move between the historic buildings. It is a place where everyday life still unfolds against a backdrop of centuries-old architecture and tradition. For centuries, Central Asia was not only a trade corridor, but also a major intellectual center of the Islamic world. Scientists, philosophers, mathematicians, and theologians from this region helped shape what became known as the Islamic Golden Age. This new center that opened its doors in March 2026 is designed to reconnect us with that legacy.
The Center of Islamic Civilizations behind me is one of Uzbekistan's most ambitious cultural and research projects. It's located next to Hazrati Imam complex, one of Tashkent's most important historical and spiritual landmarks. The center hosts thousands of manuscripts, artifacts, historical artifacts, and scholarly works of Central Asian thinkers who have contributed to the development of the Islamic Golden Age.
Built over nearly a decade, the massive complex was designed not simply as a museum, but as a scientific, educational, and cultural space dedicated to the history of Islamic civilization in Central Asia and beyond. Even before stepping inside, the scale of the architecture immediately stands out. The geometric patterns, detailed ornaments, Quranic inscriptions, and massive domes combine traditional Islamic design with a more contemporary style, creating a space that feels both historical and modern at the same time. At the heart of the center is the Quran Hall, which houses one of its most valuable treasures, the famous Uthman Quran, believed to date back to the 7th century and considered one of the oldest surviving Quran manuscripts in the world. The hall also displays more than 100 Quran manuscripts connected to the country, alongside silk carpets decorated with Quranic verses. But the center is not only focused on religion. Its exhibitions trace the broader story of civilization in the region, from pre-Islamic cultures and the Silk Road era to the scientific achievements of the Islamic Golden Age and the development of modern Uzbekistan. Using interactive displays and multimedia technology, the complex tries to present centuries of history in a way that feels accessible even for younger visitors and international tourists. Officials say it now welcomes around 5,000 visitors a day, both local and international, making it one of the biggest cultural attractions in Tashkent today.
After walking around the city, we came here to have lunch, and we have some traditional dishes here on the table.
Uzbek cuisine is rich, comforting, and deeply social. Meals here are rarely rushed and most of the times shared with friends and family members.
We have, as a starter, some sam. This is a baked pastry filled with meat and vegetables. We also have manti, or mante, as locals say. These are steamed dumplings, and we have hanam. These are rolled steamed dumplings filled with vegetables and meat. And of course, we have tea. It's very delicious and it's so difficult to stop.
Traditionally baked inside a tandoor oven, samsa is one of the most popular street foods across Central Asia. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and honestly, dangerously easy to keep eating.
Very delicious. My hanam is not with meat, it's with vegetables, but still so good. And now let's try mante with us. So juicy. And I have pumpkin here, and I think it's a season for pumpkin, that's why they are more common in this colder period. And it's very delicious. You can see how juicy it is here on the inside. Now it's time for mashhordat. This is a traditional Uzbek soup made mainly from mung beans, vegetables, and meat. It is served with khataq, which is also known as yogurt, and some fresh herbs. So let's try it together. It's very thick and hearty soup, and I can see it from its texture. It tastes so good. It's one of those soups that you would naturally want to have, in cold periods of the year, like in winter. Though winter is not in Uzbekistan, like we have in Kazakhstan. And let's add a spoon of yogurt as well. And make sure to add some lepershka, round bread, which is very popular across Central Asia and beyond. Ash bolsun.
Food tells you one story about Tashkent and Uzbekistan. The bazaars tell you another. For centuries, markets like Chorsu were the beating heart of daily life here, a place where people came not only to shop, but also to exchange news, traditions, and sometimes gossip.
Now we are at the Chorsu Bazaar, one of the oldest markets in Tashkent and probably in Central Asia. And visiting the Chorsu Bazaar is actually a big part of many visiting tours here in the city. You can find everything you want here on the Chorsu Bazaar: meat, fresh produce, vegetables, dried fruits, sweets. But one important thing to keep in mind is that you need to bargain. It's a common practice here, so a little bit of negotiation is definitely a part of your experience.
The massive blue dome of Chorsu Bazaar has become one of Tashkent's most recognizable landmarks.
Inside the market, there are dozens of different stalls and vendors where you can try national dishes of Uzbekistan, and not only. There seems to be plenty of varieties of options of different dishes across Central Asia, and you can feel the tastes, flavors, and different sounds that make this visit even more memorable. Our next stop is the State Museum of Applied Arts and Handicrafts History of Uzbekistan.
To understand Uzbekistan beyond its monuments and mosques, you also have to look at its craftsmanship. And one of the best places to do that in Tashkent is the State Museum of Applied Arts.
The museum's origins go back to 1927, when an exhibition of Uzbek arts was held here in Tashkent. Over the years, as the collection expanded, the museum officially opened in 1937 as the State Museum of Applied Arts.
The museum's collection traces the evolution of Uzbek decorative arts across generations. Inside, visitors can find Suzani embroidery, ceramics, silk weaving, jewelry, carpets, metalwork, wood carving, and traditional clothing from different regions of the country. Many of these crafts were not simply decorative, they were deeply connected to everyday life, family traditions, weddings, hospitality, and cultural identity.
One of the first halls in the museum features Suzani from different years, and Suzani is one of the most recognizable forms of traditional textile art of Uzbekistan.
The word Suzani comes from the Persian word for needle, and these large hand-embroidered textiles have been part of family life in Central Asia for centuries. Traditionally, Suzanis were created by women and often prepared as part of the bride's dowry. They decorated homes, covered walls and beds, and were seen as symbols of prosperity, protection, and family heritage. Each region developed its own style, colors, and patterns. You'll often notice floral motifs, suns, wines, pomegranates, and circular designs stitched into the fabric, symbols connected to fertility, nature, and good fortune. And because every piece is handmade, no two Suzanis are ever exactly alike.
The museum is located in an old building that once belonged to Russian diplomat Alexander Polovtsev. Built in the late 19th century, the residence itself is considered to be an architectural masterpiece, and you can see yourself how beautiful and detailed the design is. And to add some fun and entertainment to our trip, we are visiting the Magic City, one of the newest attractions in Tashkent.
If you enjoy a little fun and entertainment during your travels, this is definitely a place worth visiting. Magic City is one of Tashkent's newest and most popular attractions.
The park has opened in 2021 and has quickly become a beloved and popular sport among visitors and locals.
The park is full of cafes, restaurants, colorful streets, fountains, rides, and entertainment areas for both kids and adults. In the evenings, the atmosphere becomes even more lively, with lights, music, and people gathering here to relax after a long day. When it comes to getting around Tashkent, one of the most convenient ways to explore the city is by metro.
Tashkent also has one of the most beautiful metros in Central Asia and probably one of the oldest ones. Opened in 1977, the metro system wasn't designed just as a means of transport, but also as a reflection of architecture and art, and because every metro station has its own specifics, from marble design to mosaics.
The Tashkent Metro has several lines connecting many parts of the city, making it one of the fastest and most affordable ways to get around. The stations are clean, easy to navigate, and trains arrive quite frequently, especially during busy hours. Almost every station has its own unique design, from chandeliers and marble columns to mosaics and Soviet-era artwork. For many visitors, riding the metro in Tashkent becomes part of the travel experience itself.
Beyond historical mosques and old monuments, there is a completely different side of Tashkent. In recent years, completely new districts have been developed like this one, with waterfront promenades, green spaces and entertainment spaces where citizens and tourists can come to relax and unwind. And that's all for our journey in Tashkent. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more stories from the Astana Times. Until next time.